Scott, what's the challenge?
One of the boys found a little lure.
Yep.
So we're going to see if we can get a long stick, tie it off, and see if we can get a little redfin or a trout.
So we didn't bring any fishing gear
No, we just found this.
because we were in a bit of a rush.
Yeah, you can do it too, huh?
And so this is our challenge for the camp, see if we can get a fish with a lure.
Oh, it's a bit deep for you, mate.
So when we go camping, this goes back 30, 40 years when I used to do scouting and stuff like that. And we would never go into the bush without carrying a survival pack. Now, I'm not talking about your crappy little plastic, you know, store-bought that don't really do anything. They break when you use them. I'm talking about something that's really practical. So I'm just going to open this up and I just seal it with a bit of tape like this. And this tape is still sticky, so it can be used. And so everything in here has a purpose. So let me just open it up. You can see there's a lot of tape in there. Got the grandkids out today, you can probably hear them in the background. So inside this is just one of those $10 lolly tins. And in here, that's kind of like a reflector. You know, if you need to signal anyone, you can also cook on it, you can dig with it. Everything has a purpose. Plastic bags, always handy for condensation, things like that. I've got a little thing. I don't expect that to last long, but it can get me through an emergency situation for cutting wood, branches, things like that. I always pack a bit of Nurofen just in case, or Panadol, and then you check the use by date, obviously. A little bit of gunpowder goes a long way for fires and stuff like that. Also pack potassium permanganate, and what that does is I can start fires with it, but also I can purify water. And then I can do a stronger thing to sterilize cuts and things like that. Really, really useful. Drink the water, sterilize the cuts, start a fire, that sort of thing. And then I've got little fire lighters in here, hundreds of those. If I need to snare anything, I've got a snare wire here and fire lighter. And it just keeps going, but a candle and so on. But one of the really useful items is an OXO cube. I've got 4 of them in there, because when you've got nothing left and you're hungry and all you've got is water, you can put an OXO cube in water. It's got salts and minerals. It tastes good. It's a little bit beefy. If you can boil it with your fire starter and your tin can for boiling, you've got yourself a hot drink. Now that might just be enough to get you through like a 48-hour period. So I always carry those. But what I'm looking for today, because we found a fishing lure and we didn't bring any line with us, and so I always pack braid, and there's quite a bit of braid on this little sewing machine bobbin, and we're going to create like a fly rod with a long stick. We found a lure down by the river, and our goal tomorrow, maybe not tonight, it's going to rain I think soon, so when the sun comes back out, we're going to fish and see if we can actually catch a fish with our survival kit. There's a lot more in this. There's hooks, there's all sorts of things, bigger plastic bags, there's knives and blades and everything in here. And so what I'll do later, I will go through this in detail, but my whole life, living in the bush, living up north, walking through the mountains in New Guinea, places like that, I always never left camp without my survival kit. So let's go and see if we can make a fishing rod. Well, it's raining. So our fishing expedition will go on hold for a little bit. That cloud should come and go fairly quickly. So a couple of the boys, Scott and Ezzy, so keep you awake all night, Scott. He's going to keep you awake all night.
Hopefully he passes out.
Where is he? Hi, Ez.
Hi.
How you going?
You're hiding from the rain?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yep, it's going to be a little bit of rain, so the fire's going to be nice. What do you reckon, mate? Think the fire's going to be nice?
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty cold too.
Yeah. Right, so this is our answer to the rain, hopefully.
Get out of the rain.
Are those rams waterproof, mate?
What?
Are those rams waterproof?
Well, actually, funny you say that. The tail light is pretty notorious for leaking.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So I've been watching it since.
Yeah. Well, you know, if it does fill up with water, it'll be a good level indicator.
Yeah. I suppose.
A young boy and his hunting dog. Okay, maybe not a hunting dog. So I just found a decent fishing pole. We've got two options with our survival kit. We can try lures, but also carry spare hooks. And with that braid, we can either use something around here, or we've got a little bit of food with us, and we're going to put a bait out and see if we can actually catch fish. So there it is. So this is just cotton wool out of my little survival tin again, and you know, starting a fire shouldn't be real hard, but if you've got no matches or anything, having the cotton wool and then having this little flint, it's a pretty crappy little one, you wouldn't use it all the time, but it's enough to pack away in your little survival kit and get you started. So what we're going to do is light this up and get the fire going. Watch how easy this cotton wool goes up. Fire. Fire. Did it break the seal?
Yeah.
Good lad. Is it really?
You ready, Ezzy?
Yes.
Yeah, keep trying. Oh.
Is it a perfectly turned marshmallow? Ooh, yeah. Very good, Ezzy. Cool.